Have you ever been potting around in the garage and seen some old things in there that you thought might just be junk, but could be an antique? It's a question all of us ask ourselves when we see Grandma and Grandpa's old things, and we wonder, do they have any value? Now, our next guest, Maurice Duncan, is an antiques expert. He has his own radio program with a few things to show us. And Maurice, how are you?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
Good, good. It's a pleasure to have you here. I see you've got a few interesting little doodads here on the table.
I have a teapot, a ivory elephant, and a coat hanger.
Ooh. Now those don't sound like they are very interesting or valuable items. I mean, these things could be lying around in anyone's shed, but
to the untrained eye.
Now that's where we come into it, Norman. We have the expert, the man who knows all of the secrets and the histories of these interesting objects.
Very interesting. I mean, they look like ordinary objects, but who knows?
They could be.
I suppose you do.
I do.
Extremely valuable. Now, Maurice, why don't you start us off, say, with the teapot?
Oh, the teapot. The teapot is from 1944.
Is that so?
It was made by Winston's Teapot Company.
Uh-huh.
Tailor-made for the servants of the kingdom.
The civil servants?
Yes.
Yes, the government employees. Now, is it from Australia? Is it from the UK?
It's from the motherland of the UK,
motherland.
as you can see. Oh, there's something. Someone's left some jewels in here. I was not expecting that. Is someone playing a prank on me?
How much are they worth, do you think?
I don't know. I'm not a jeweler. Have a look. I don't know what they were doing in there. That's a surprise. Someone.
Norman, perhaps
it was that Mavis. That Mavis back at.
Suits you, Jeremy.
Festive earring.
You don't need that ex-wife at all anymore.
I think young Mavis back at headquarters is pulling a bit of a prank on me. I'll put that back in there.
Perhaps she's keeping her jewels away from thieves. You never know. How much would you estimate this teapot?
Oh, at auction, I'd say it could be worth anywhere between $60 and who knows, $100,000.
That much? Wow.
Big range.
Yes.
Norman, that
almost can't be wrong.
Might even be out of your price range, Norman. No? No. Okay. Well, how about we move on to the ivory elephant?
Yes, the ivory elephant. This was made
out of the ivory of an elephant.
This is indeed quite symbolic because it was made from the tusk of an African grey elephant.
Mm-hmm. Could I have a look at that? A closer look at that?
If you must.
Be careful, Norman.
Ivory.
Yes, ivory.
Jeez. What tie are you wearing today, Norman?
Oh yes, it's my all-time favourite.
We get a lot of fan mail about Norman's ties, my ties. You can see today this tie which I am wearing is a lovely coffee tie.
It's very funny, isn't it?
Coffee pots and cups and grinders. It's a very festive tie which shows my love of coffee.
Yes, big fan of the pot as well.
No, just a nice hot cup of Java.
Whatever.
Norman, what tie are you wearing today?
Oh yes, this is one of mine, which you would expect it to be. This is from the Royal Britannia yacht. I got picked up in London when I was there in 1973. So we have a lovely little crown there and a little circle thing, little thing in it. Don't really know what that is.
Well, that's just the human.
It was very expensive. Let's just mention that.
That is the human touch that our listeners love. And Xavier, what? How many elephants have you killed in your time?
No, that's illegal, Jeremy. So
that doesn't mean you haven't done it, Norman. Okay. Well, Maurice, let's move on to the last.
Well, we'll move on to the last.
An interesting-looking
I'll
coat.
have that back, thank you, Norman. Now, this last one is my most prized possession in my collection. It is the coat hanger that Princess Diana hung her coat on in her 1983 visit to Adelaide.
Would you believe that? Wow,
I remember that.
Yes.
Lady Di.
I remember the trip, not the coat hanger.
Yes, it's made of genuine wood, as you can see, and it is a very, very sophisticated coat hanger.
Very interesting piece.
Very interesting piece.
What is the name of that style of coat hanger?
A Bevan hang.
Ah, the classic Bevan hang.
Bevan.
Yes. I heard a rumor that back in convict days they used to hang convicts with coat hangers.
Oh, did you? Ha,
Yes.
I've heard that too.
That's where the name comes from, would you believe?
I don't believe it.
Because they were called turncoats, and so the turncoats were hung on the coat hangers.
Ah.
It's true also that surfers, when they're hanging 10, originally were using a coat hanger to help them balance.
What would you know about
On
surfing?
the surfboard.
What would you know about surfing?
Oh, well, my younger days. I
on
hit the beach.
on the longboards at Bondi,
Oh,
perhaps.
well, not so much Bondi. That's your neck of the woods.
Maslin's Beach.
Maslin's, yes. The whole family used to go down there, pre-75, of course. Can't say it has the same charm that it used to. Yeah, I thought it might, but actually the reality of the situation is less than ideal.
Perhaps our good friend Maurice is on his way to Maslin's. I notice he's already half naked, it would seem.
Oh,
Or at
no,
least
no.
partially.
No, I just don't wear shoes.
That's appalling.
Well,
No respect for the people at home. I mean, this is a
Didn't
television program, for God's sake.
I just refuse to wear shoes indoors. It creates dust.
Oh, that might damage the antiques, perhaps.
Indeed.
So,
No shoes in my antique store either.
well, Maurice, could you, just before we let you go, can we get a valuation on that coat hanger?
Oh, the valuation of that coat hanger.
And the ivory elephant. I don't think we got those.
Oh, we didn't. The ivory elephant from genuine ivory, I believe, could go at auction at $3,000.
Well, contact your insurer, because when Norman pinches that from you when you leave, you might need that. And the coat hanger.
Or the coat hanger, because of the provenance and the significance of the coat hanger, I believe at auction that would go for around $900.
Okay. Well,
It was used by
This was.
Princess Diana.
second hand.
So that would bring the price down.
Brings the price down a little.
And I believe these scratch marks are as a result of her scratching at it. I think those are her claw marks, trying to get away from...
Claw.
Maybe she put it on with the coat hanger still attached.
Maybe.
Classic royal sense of humour. Wonderful, isn't it?
Yes.
I'm very happy we have them shining
Oh,
a light
give it a rest, Norman.
on the rest of us.
Maurice, thank you very much for joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure, and we'll see you again next time.
Yes. Thank you. Yes.
The world at the moment depresses me so much that
The hour through the holes of a cardboard box. No, he'll have gone.